Hello everyone. So let us see program number 4. So in this program we have to create an HTML form containing text boxes to enter the name of student. We have to also create a text box for roll number, course and grade obtained. Okay. So it means we have to create one form, and in that form you have to create some text boxes. Okay. So in these text boxes what you are going to enter? You are going to enter student name. Okay, you are going to enter course, and then you are going to enter some grades and then some another data. And once when you fill this form, okay, once when you fill this form, you will get one submit button, right? And when you click on this submit button, what should happen? Some validation should happen. Okay, so for this when we click on this submit button for the validation process, we need one file that is called as a JavaScript. Okay, so using JavaScripting file, what you have to do is you have to verify all the text boxes that are filled. If a text box has been left empty, pop an alert indicating which text box has been left empty. So we have to write two codes here. One is your JS, or we can also write the JS file in the same program. Here only we can validate it. Okay. Now first I will show you how does this program run. Okay, so when I execute the code, you can see here name of the student, roll number. So when I click here, this text box gets focuses so that I can enter the data. So when I click on the particular text box, you can see that text box gets highlighted. That is called as a focus. We are using a focus attribute here for the text box. Okay, so here I am using a drop down list. This list is called as a drop down list. Okay, and when I click on a submit button without filling the details, you can see that please provide your name. So it will give me a pop-up saying that you cannot leave the form empty. So this is what we have to do exactly in this code. We cannot leave the text boxes empty. Okay, all right. So when I fill it, obviously the data is submitted. So just let me try it. I will go for some dummy data. So with a little amount of validation, see. So there is one more validation saying please enter correct email. So I cannot enter email in this format, right? So what email I am going to enter, right? So this is not the correct format here. So I have to in code what we have done a validation for email also, so that we have to enter some correct format of email. Okay, so let me try that. So when I take, first I'll go for this and then I will try it is at gmail.com. okay, then let me enter some zip. So let me enter suppose USA and then submit. See that please provide a valid zip code format. Okay, so again I have to use a format which is valid. So in this way what I have done, I have done the validation for each text box. Okay, alright, so let us go for the code. Yeah, see here. So this is a function validate. Okay, then I'll just take another option here. Okay, so we have a script that is a JavaScript function for validate, right? So in a function validate we have 1, 2, 3 and so on. These all are the methods which you have to write in validate function. Okay, then if document.myform.name.value is equal to blank, it means I have created that form. All right, let me show you that form here. See, we have created this form. Okay, so form name, right? So what is the name given for this form? I will just show you. So let me show you the code part here. Okay, so this name which is given is at the below part exactly. So here we are creating the table, right? Okay, so see, in the same program I have written the script also. I have closed the script before the body tag. It means I am writing the script within the head tag. Okay, so in body tag you can see form name is my form on submit is equals to return to validate. So once when I click on the submit button, you can see that the form goes to the method called as a validate. So once when I click on the submit button, it will go to the validate method, and then it will carry out its task, right? So first I have created a name of a student, roll number, course, grade option, email, zip and country. So name given for this is name. For roll number we have the name of the text box as roll. Here the name given for the course text box is course, grade text box is grade, for email text box is email. So on change, what you are doing, you are going to call one more method, that is validate email. So we are writing one more method for validating email. So we have zip, so name is equals to zip, right? Then we have country. So where for the country what I have done, I have used a selection, right? So using this, that is selected, choose -1. So what it indicates, initially there is nothing selected, we have to select any one option from this. Okay, so that is a which tag, that is a selection tag. Okay, that is working of selection tag, right? Then at the end you can see that I have a submit button whose name is also submit, input type is equal to submit, value is also submit, right? So when I take value is equal to submit, keep yes capital, right? So that when you click on it, it will get submitted, right? So this is your HTML code where we create a table, and then we go for the JS, right? Okay, so in JS, see, this is the JS code, right? So in JS code, so I am writing a script tag within the head tag. You can see that I have written the script tag within the head tag. So you cannot leave this empty. So alert, please provide your name, document.myform.name.focus. So what it means, in that document, in your form, the text box name should get focused, okay, when you try to do something in that box. So same we are applying till what, grade, right? So let us see about the email. So we use another validation for email, right? So in email validation, you can see that document dot my form, okay, dot focus return false. So here is the validation code for email. Okay, so let us see the zip. So zip dot value dot length, okay, it should not be equal to 5 and it should not be blank. Okay, so this is the validation which we are doing for the zip. Okay, so we are also doing a validation for selection area. So what is the validation for selection area? You can see that it should not be left empty. Okay, so -1 means you have to select any one place. So this is about email validation. So at position email id dot index of @ the index of @ symbol is scanned where the @ symbol is there. So dot position is equals to email id dot last index of dot. It means after writing your email id, so the dot position should come, you should have a dot, then the index of that dot is also scanned. If at position is less than 1 or dot position minus at position is less than 2. So this is to check the position of @ and dot symbol, where we have @ and where we have dot symbol. It means first we should have @ symbol and then we should have a dot symbol. Okay, so this is a small process of email validation. Okay, so this is very important validation, guys. Okay, which will help you for your projects also. So in this way we have done the validation, and once when I run the code, okay, so you will get this type of data, right? Okay, so hopefully you understood it. Yeah, so please go through it, right? So in journal also one form is there, so you can refer this also, right? And then you can see that some kind of validation could be performed, right? And then the form will get submitted. Okay, so all right guys, happy learning.